can hang out on the beach with.
Hey guys, it's Coco here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's a cook with me video. I'm gonna be showing you how I prepared my ribs and wings for dinner, so stay tuned for all of that. So today guys, I'm gonna be using these chicken wings. There's 8 inside, and I have my pork ribs over there. You can use beef ribs or lamb. I love pork ribs, so this is what I always prepare when I'm craving some ribs, and my potatoes for my potato wedges. So starting off guys, I'm gonna be washing off my meat. It's very important, you guys, to clean your meat before you start cooking it. As for ribs, you need to take out the membranes, cut it off and give them a good wipe, so that the cooking process is quite a little bit shorter than when you leave the membrane on. So this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for all the membranes, the tough meat from the back there. So you just rip it apart and then pull it off. It's quite easy to take it out, but here, as I noticed, they did the half job for me, so now I'm just making sure everything is nice and thorough. That's what I'm doing right now. So once I'm done, I'm gonna start the cooking process. As you can see guys, my ribs are nice and clean. I've taken out all the tough meat at the back there. So now what we need to do is to start boiling our ribs. You need a big pot, big enough to fit in your ribs, and I'm gonna be adding in boiling water to my ribs to speed up the process, but you can use cold water. I like to make shortcuts when I'm cooking, so this is what I'm doing. And for seasoning, you can use the seasoning of your choice. I'm gonna be adding in brown sugar, one tablespoon of brown sugar, salt and pepper, and smoked paprika for that smokiness. And then you're gonna let it boil up until you can see that your ribs are nice and soft, but make sure they're not falling off the bone, because you don't want them to be ripping apart before you start the grilling process.
I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
So while my ribs are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing my potato wedges. I have my potatoes nice and cleaned, and then I'm gonna be cutting them into quarters. You can make them a little bit smaller guys, it's all about what you prefer. So once that is done, I'm gonna start boiling them. I'm adding in water and salt only. I'm gonna boil them up until they are nice and soft. So while my potatoes are boiling, I'm gonna start prepping my wings. I need to separate the joints and the tips. I'm gonna be saving them later for my chicken stock.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas.
So guys, before you can start seasoning your wings, make sure they are nice and dry. For the seasoning, I'm using peri-peri chicken spice, my pepper, my mixed herbs, and lemon and garlic salt, and a little bit of some paprika. You can let it sit for some few minutes if you have enough time, but for me, I was in a hurry, so I'm gonna jump right into it. So right there, it's my coating spice. You can use plain flour, it also works perfectly fine. You coat your chicken wings into your coating and shake it a little bit off, guys, so that there are no lumps or any clumps in your chicken wings.
In the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand.
So today I'm gonna do 2 batches since I love spicy things. So for Mia and hubby, they don't like spicy stuff, so for that extra kick I'm gonna be adding in my cayenne pepper. You can add chili flakes, whichever you prefer, you guys, or chili sauce, and you can coat them the same way you did the first batch, and then you're gonna start frying your chicken wings.
Out on the beach without freezing.
So right here I've got my pan over high heat, and I'm adding in a generous amount of my cooking oil. You can use any oil you prefer, guys, as long as it's not gonna burn your food. And once it's nice and sizzling, I'm gonna go ahead and start frying my chicken wings. Make sure you keep checking all your pots, guys. As you can see, I'm cooking 3 things at the same time, so you need to keep on checking your things. As you can see, my ribs are almost ready over there, and my potatoes. So I'm gonna start with my wings, you know, multitasking.
In Christmas times, oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better.
So once your potatoes are nice and soft, you can go ahead and season your potatoes, and then you can fry them. For me today, I'm gonna be using my air fryer. You can just put them in the oven or deep fry them. It's all what you prefer, guys, or what you have. For me, I like to use air fryer because I feel like it makes life easy, guys. You just throw it in the basket, pop it in your air fryer, and let it do all the work. So for seasoning, I'm using garlic salt and my grill seasoning. You can use any seasoning of your choice, guys. Sometimes I add in my mixed herbs, paprika, salt and pepper, you know. Use any seasoning that you love. If you want them spicy, you can add in a little bit of some chili flakes. And I'm spraying it with my cooking spray so that I get that nice crispy and golden color. For the wings, my wings are nice and ready, and I love how they turned out. They are crispy outside and soft on the inside. So now I'm gonna start off with my ribs. As you can see, there's some a little bit of sauce left at the bottom there. I'm gonna use that for basting. So now I'm transferring them into my roasting oven dish, and then I'm gonna start preparing my sauce. So for the sauce, guys, I'm using Worcestershire sauce. Make sure you drizzle a generous amount. You can use soy sauce. I've seen some they use soy sauce. I love them with any of the sauces. So I'm adding in some honey, a generous amount as well of honey, but you don't want your sauce to be too sweet, so keep on tasting, guys, and adjust where it needs to be adjusted. And now I'm going in with a generous amount of my ketchup, and I'm gonna let it simmer for something like 2 to 5 minutes, or up until you see that your sauce is nice and thick, and then you can start basting your ribs. Guys, when basting your ribs, don't be shy. Be generous with the sauce, because you need to maintain that moisture from the ribs. You don't want your ribs to be dry and flavorless, so be generous with your sauce when you are basting. And I'm gonna pop this in the oven for something like 5 to 10 minutes, or up until I can see that my ribs are nice and they are looking sticky outside, you know, that color that you are looking for. And then you can flip them over and do the same on the other side.
Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Not just Christmas. We're gonna do it. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song.
So for my ribs, guys, I like to serve them as a riblet so that it's easy, you know, to pick and you know, eat your food without any hassle. So there you have it, guys. My ribs and wings are ready. They look so inviting and they smell so amazing. I cannot wait to dig in. I served them with a ranch dressing, in case you were wondering. I hope you guys are gonna try this recipe and let me know on the comments section. Since it's Christmas tomorrow, I'm just giving you an idea of what you can prepare tomorrow for Christmas. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and have a merry Christmas. See you on my next video. Bye.
Christmas.